Continue rural development. In today's class, we are going to see emerging alternate marketing channels. Yes, the first point, origin of farmers market. Yes, farmers can increase their income if they directly sell their produce to consumers. Yes, so farmers they can increase their income. How they can increase their income? Once if they sell their products directly to the consumer. So as a result, the concept of farmer market was started to give boost to the small farmer by providing them direct access to the consumer and eliminating the middleman. So, because of farmer market was started, it gave boost to the small farmer. How? Because in this, what will happen? The farmer as well as the consumer will have a direct contact, isn't it? So, if it happens like this will eliminate the middleman. See, we can check it with an example of those channels are Apni Mandi in Punjab, Haryana and Rajasthan, and Udar Sandai farmer market in Tamil Nadu. Yes, now the second point, alliance with national and multinational companies. Several national and multinational fast food chains are increasingly entering into contract or alliance with farmer. So how they will be doing it? They encourage the farmer to cultivate farm products like vegetables, fruits, etc. of the desired quality, and they provide them with not only seeds and other inputs but also assure procurement of the product at pre-desired prices. And at the last, it is argued that such arrangements will help in reducing the price risk of farmer and expand the market for farm products. So these are the 2 points which come under an emerging alternate marketing channel. Yes, now let's move on to the other one. Diversification of agricultural activity. In the diversification of agricultural activity, there are reasons for diversification, benefits of diversification and types of diversification. Now let's discuss what is meant by reasons for diversification. Agriculture plays a very important role in the economic development. Yes, of course, agriculture will play an important role for the economic development. The vast majority of rural people work on land and there is a greater risk in depending only on agriculture. So I have said to you already, in India, the most of the population, the main livelihood is agriculture. So the vast majority of the rural people the works on land and there is a great risk in depending only on agriculture. So the need for diversification arises because there is a greater risk in depending exclusively on farming for livelihood. So there are few risks which it happens because there is a greater risk in depending only on agriculture for their livelihood. Second, to protect sustainable livelihood, options to rural people. Yes, so these are those things which come under reasons for diversification. Now, benefits of diversification. Much of the agricultural employment activity are concentrated in the Kharif season and during the Rabi season. It becomes difficult to find gainful employment in the areas where there are inadequate irrigation facilities. So, diversification into other sector is essential. So, in this, most of the agriculture employment activity will be concentrated in the Kharif season. So, during Rabi season, it becomes difficult to find out gainful employment in the rural area, especially for the farming activity. So, for that, we need some kind of diversification into other sector is essential. Now, benefits of diversification to provide supplementary gainful employment. Next, and to enable them to earn higher levels of income. Third, to enable rural people to overcome poverty and other troubles. So, at the time of Rabi season, the people they have to go for the other activity. If they were doing it like that, what will happen? That will provide them supplementary gainful employment and it will enable them to earn higher level of income And third, to enable rural people to overcome poverty and other troubles. Yes, so these are the reasons why, these are the benefits of diversification. Now, types of diversification. Diversification of crop production, change in cropping pattern. Second, diversification of productive activity, shift of workforce from the agriculture to the other allied activity and non-agricultural sector. So these are the types of diversification. One, diversification of crop production, that is changing the cropping pattern. Second, diversification of productive activities. Yes, now let's see diversification of crop production. Yes, diversification of crop production refers to a system of multiple cropping rather than monocropping. So in this diversification, they were telling that the people they have to equip with the multiple cropping rather than with the monocropping. It may also mean a shift from subsistence farming to commercial farming. It also means to shift from subsistence to the commercial farming. It has three advantages. One, it lower the risk of farmer on account of failure of monsoon. Second, it enhances the scope for commercialization of farming. Third, minimize the market risk arising due to price fluctuation. So for this reason, we need diversification of crop production. Now, let's move on to the other one, diversification of productive activities. Diversification of productive activity imply a shift from crop farming to the non-farming areas of employment. If I tell you the non-farm areas of employment, which includes animal husbandry, fisheries, horticulture, cottage and household industries, and then at the last point of information technology, even villages a knowledge center. So, those points which come under in diversification of productive activities. So far we have discussed about emerging alternative marketing channel. Yes, and then what are the diversification of agriculture activity? In the diversification of agriculture activity, there are diversification like reasons for diversification, benefits of diversification and types of diversification. In the types of diversification, there are diversification of crop production and diversification of productive activities. Yes, thank you students.